The most dramatic military footage that you guys are going to see today just dropped, and it's President Trump doing exactly what he promised he would do and exactly what we voted for him to do. If you guys agree, let me know in the comments. 3 more narco-terrorists are gone after trying to bring poison to American families. This is the 3rd boat destroyed in just 3 weeks, as the declassified video is absolutely awesome. We're talking precision military strikes against designated terrorist organizations trafficking deadly substances through the Caribbean waters. The video shows a go-fast boat getting completely obliterated by a drone-launched Hellfire missile. But what they're hiding is going to shock you. And these aren't the random drug smugglers anymore, folks. Intelligence confirms that these were Tren de Aragua operatives and the same Venezuelan gang terrorizing American cities. And the president just released classified military footage showing exactly how we're fighting back. So what do you guys think about using military force against cartel terrorists? Let me know in the comments. You guys know how I feel about that, because this story's going to get even more intense. So my name's Tom. I'm with the Daily Beltway. I'm also publisher of the Illinois Review and a White House correspondent for the Next News Network. And before we dive a little bit deeper, remember we are a growing channel, and every like, comment, and sub helps us grow. We're going to cut right to it. Check this out. I know there's no audio to it, but it's you're going to see in like a couple seconds. It just goes bam. That's what I voted for. No more drugs, no more poison on our streets. Just straight up military action. You know, it's pretty cool. It's also showing the world that, you can be in the middle of the ocean doing, God knows what, obviously, smuggling poison to our kids, and the military just doesn't care. They can track you, they can get rid of you. The camouflaging colors don't mean a damn thing. We're going to get you. And these guys all think that their little fast boats are going to get through our blockades, and it's false. So the footage shows an unmarked go-fast boat tearing across dark waters, then suddenly a flash of light. In less than a second, the vessel erupts into flames, fragments scattering across the waves. And U.S. officials confirmed that 3 narco-terrorists were unalived in the strike. So President Trump posted the video himself on Truth Social, writing that on his orders, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth directed a lethal strike against a terrorist-affiliated boat. He warned smugglers to stop trafficking poison into America. God bless him. Seriously. Guys, give a God bless to Trump in the comments for this. And Hegseth later briefed Congress, insisting that these are not ordinary criminals. He said that they are terrorists at war with American families and that the U.S. will act with precision and strength. They're not backing down. And this is where it all changes. For decades, America relied on Coast Guard boardings to seize billions of dollars in contraband, but rarely engaged directly. Trump has now taken the gloves off, treating cartels like ISIS or Al-Qaeda. And they've unalived more Americans than all of the other terrorist networks out there in the world. So he's not wrong to do this. And the critics, of course, on the left are outraged. Senator Schumer demanded a briefing, calling it an assassin. What the hell? Amnesty International accused Trump of violating international law. Even some legal scholars argue Congress has an authorized force against cartels. They don't need to. But conservatives point to the white powder crisis, which takes over 100,000 American lives each year. And they ask, how many more families must suffer before real action is taken? And they're getting the satisfaction of this. How many of you have somebody in your family that's been impacted by the stuff these guys bring across the borders? And do you guys think Trump is right to call the cartels terrorists? I sure as hell do. And do you guys support these kinetic strikes as the best way to defend the republic? It's a foreign enemy trying to get rid of our people. Comment below, guys. I want to hear your thoughts. And Venezuela is, of course, denying cartel ties and claims that the men killed were fishermen. Bullshit. Maduro threatened retaliation, demanded UN intervention. But U.S. intelligence reports say Tren de Aragua is smuggling poison using go-fast boats and semi-submersibles. And polls across the country are showing a majority of Americans are backing Trump's tough stance. Many say it's about time somebody treated these traffickers as the terrorists that they are. So if you guys got value from this news update, please tap subscribe. My opinion is next. You already know where it's going to go, so let's see. So, in my opinion, this represents the exact leadership our republic needs. We've needed this desperately for decades. Politicians treated drug trafficking as a law enforcement issue, while over 100,000 Americans died annually from this poisoning. President Trump understands these cartels are paramilitary organizations waging asymmetric warfare against American families. And the footage, it speaks for itself. Precision military action eliminates threats before they reach our shores. No lengthy court proceedings, no catch and release programs for these terrorists, and no bureaucratic delays where these advocacy groups can step in and say that, oh, they're just Maryland dads. Get out of here. And just swift justice for those guys who profit from our suffering. And critics will complain about executive authority, but they've offered zero solutions in the past to the poisoning crisis destroying our communities and our children and our youth nationwide. Over 10 years, over 1 million Americans were unalived from it, not including the tens of millions that were impacted by these. And sometimes protecting innocent lives requires decisive action against those who view Americans' death and this, like, everything we've been through as a profit target. This is what happens when we elect leaders who prioritize American lives over political correctness. So as always, stay vigilant, stay informed, and keep supporting bold action that puts our nation, our republic, America, first.